What's up, y'all? This is Azra, and you are listening to A&T Friendship Diaries. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Thank you as always for listening in. What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tuesday. And tonight we are going to be talking about this post that I came across on the gram. The title of the post is The Great Resignation Continues with an additional 4.5 million Americans quitting their jobs in March, leaving 11.5 million jobs available. That's a lot of jobs.
Right. So if somebody, you got that little significant other, like, I can't find no job. He lying.
She lying. Yeah. Right. 11.5 million jobs available. That's a lot of jobs.
That's a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
But where's these 11.5 million people?
Well, no, it's 4.5 million Americans who quit their jobs in the month of March. So what you're asking is
what these 4.5 million people are doing.
Where they went.
Where they went.
What are y'all doing, 4.5 million people? Tell us your secret to where you don't have to work, maybe, or maybe they started their own business.
Right.
A lot of people have done that. I think a lot of people realized during the pandemic I don't know, maybe their strengths. They found things inside of them that they didn't know was there. I don't know.
Right. Or it could be like, because during the pandemic, there's a lot of people that worked, what they consider frontline. And then so they had to make a choice between, paying my bills or being safe. Because let's not pretend like COVID-19 went out here terrorizing folks.
Destroying people's lives for sure, yeah.
Right.
COVID was a whole freaking beast, bitch.
It forces you to shift your priorities, to think different,
move different.
And a lot of people probably, some lost their jobs because their jobs closed, like small businesses and things like that. So
I know, but this title said quitting. 4.5 million Americans quitting their jobs. So that means they made the decision.
They made a decision, yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah, because some of them didn't want to be at risk. Like their jobs put them in a position to where they were at a high risk to contract. So so they're like, you know what? If I have to choose between my life and a dollar bill,
very true.
Like, I'm gonna choose me every time.
I mean, as one should. Okay, so excuse me, y'all. I forgot to say that I'm so sorry. I'm having a little voice issue this evening, so bear with me. But the caption is, the other part of the caption is, when 2022 began, many were optimistic that the job forecast for getting Americans back to work would kick off the new year in financially satisfying ways. But based on the latest expert reports, Americans are still leaving their jobs in record numbers. The Great Resignation, which we're going to talk about where that came from, is continuing as almost 5 million people quit their jobs in the month of March alone. 5 million people. And industry experts say that despite previous predictions, things could not get even worse for the job market. The Great Resignation is showing absolutely no signs of slowing down as American workers are permanently leaving their job at rapid rates. CNN reports, according to the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, a new record-setting 4.5 million Americans quit their jobs in March 2022. The industries with the most resignations are within the professional business services sector and construction. Nationwide resignation rates also rose by 3%, which is the highest since December of last year. Those are crazy. Like, that's a crazy number.
Right. And some people are, they are underpaid. Like, think about how many people that have a degree that are working a job
that their degree that they've paid all this money is not even in.
Right.
They're not working in their field at
Right. And
all.
they're not getting paid versus how educated they are.
Correct.
So
Not being paid their worth.
no, not being paid their worth.
Absolutely.
And then in some of those sectors, it's hard for advancing. It's hard for advancement. So it's like,
I think that was one of the things that we read, that um one of the reasons for quitting was the
underpaid, underappreciated, and no advancement.
yeah,
It's like I can't grow here
right.
because this is all, this is all I will ever be so far because
There's no
there's no growth,
opportunity.
there's no opportunity.
That's not good
Right. You ain't got people. It's rare you hear stories of somebody working their way from the stock room to CEO
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Now
like,
they used to be like that
right,
back in the
you
day.
might get hired in the stock room and then you the supervisor of the stock room.
Then eventually you work up to the mailman. You always hear the mail delivery person, the person that pushed the carts around in big corporate offices and put the mail in the mailboxes. Them be the ones that seem to work their way up. I don't know what it is about that mail room.
Like Pookie was on Boomerang. Like, I've been here 2 weeks. I've been here every day on time, even when it rains. I was wondering when I could get that raise.
Correct. Okay, so then the article goes on to say, however, in an interesting survey from the job openings and labor turnover, the number of available jobs across the country rose to 11.5 million, which now stands at its highest level in 22 years, dating all the way back to December 2000. 11.5 million jobs.
Now, what I do know is like the teenagers this time around, they had an opportunity to make so much more money an hour.
Oh yeah, most definitely, because people are needed.
When we were in school.
Yeah, people are needed.
So,
okay, now this is interesting. The article closes out by saying, as employers require workers to return to offices, quits, resignations are ticking upwards.
Look, people like working from home.
Yeah, a major reason for quitting is to find a remote job opportunity. Because you can still get your work done. I mean, if you're a worker.
Right.
If you a bullshitter, you gonna bullshit at home, or you gonna also bullshit in the office. It don't matter. If if that's your character, then it makes no difference where you are. You will still bullshit. But if you are if you got a good work ethic, like they say, it doesn't matter where you are.
Micromanage.
Exactly.
Because you know your job, and I'm gonna do my job.
I'm gonna do my job because I want my check.
Right.
On time.
Y'all don't want to see me. You don't want to see me if
on
you
time.
Ain't got my check. Okay.
Yeah, on time. I did my part. Do yours. That's how it goes.
Voluntary or involuntary. The decision is yours.
Run me my money. Most definitely. Yeah, because I worked hard.
I show up like a pimp on payday.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that's a lot of jobs. 11.5 million available. Really, if people are looking for jobs, it sounds like that they should be able to get one, because
I just want to know
who's filling these spots.
If you listening and you're one of those people, I mean, please hit us up at, it's literally AT Friendship Diaries at gmail.com, all lowercase. Hit us up and let us know, like, what was your thought process behind it? Why did you walk away? Was it for another opportunity? I mean, I'm curious to know too.
Yeah, she's been wondering. I mean, I also am a little curious, because I'm thinking that people quit their jobs and went and started their own businesses. Like, that's got to be the answer. My brain can't wrap itself around anything else, because it's not like they quit their job and went to another job, because then that would change the numbers.
Right. It would just be
the numbers are still the numbers.
Right.
11.5 million jobs available. So that means that they quit, period, out of the workforce.
Right.
So what did you do? I need to know, because how do you pay bills?
They're out there building a brand.
That's what I'm saying.
They
They
got
gotta
to
be.
be.
They got to be. That has to be the answer. And if that's the answer, that like 4.5 million people, we're not even gonna say all 4.5 million people quit their job and started building their brand.
Right.
But if at least half of them did, that's dope as shit.
That's very dope.
For real.
For real, for real. I
Yeah.
mean, you have people I've literally watched
Uh-huh.
and I'm watching
Uh-huh.
people excuse me, do exactly that.
No
Because
doubt.
okay, if you don't know, you will find out because I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah, yeah, tell
I
them.
am a avid,
Yes, ma'am.
avid
Uh-huh.
San Francisco 49er fan.
That is
So shout
not
out to all the 49er podcasters out there. I listen to like all of them.
I didn't know that's what she was gonna say. My was because I thought she was gonna say something else. But please continue.
What you know I was
49.
gonna say?
It doesn't matter. Go
Okay,
ahead,
no, but what
49er
I was
fan.
saying was I've literally watched people start like their YouTube page,
Uh-huh.
their podcast covering, the 49ers. And I literally hear because I'm watching them because I'm a fan.
Right.
It could be a year in, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this full time. Like it's done grew to the point where
Ooh.
like I'm gonna leave my job. I'm gonna do and I've met well not met, but I've listened to quite a few of them that are quitting their jobs, and two of them are teachers.
And they're doing 49er
And
podcasts?
they're doing 49er podcasts. They're on YouTube. They're doing everything. YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, they got Patreon where, they got subscribers, people, but like they're literally doing and they're like, I can walk away from my job.
Should this have been a 49ers podcast that we're doing?
No.
No, I'm just joking. It sounds like 49ers is the answer for having a successful
we do got a great
podcast.
fan base, but no, people
Yes.
are doing, if you have opportunity to do something you love and that you're passionate about, and it starts to, bring you income, and you get to the point where like, hey, I can do this. I can be an entrepreneur. I can,
Right.
I mean,
I've
been amazed at some of the people. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
You're gonna quit your job.
First of all, I want to shout out to all the people during the pandemic that was out there making body butters, because I ordered so much body butter during the pandemic. I'm addicted.
No,
I am addicted to smell goods. You know that. I'm a Taurus. We love things that smell good. And yeah, the people who are like truly making it, when they show you the process like on their page, I love that.
And
so
I
yeah,
like supporting small businesses.
I definitely love supporting small businesses. Yeah, I've ordered a bunch of things from a bunch of different people on Instagram that I've seen, just because their stuff looks dope as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
Like, get your coins, boo.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm here for the people, the 4.5 million people quitting their jobs and possibly starting their own businesses. So some of the comments, because like I said, what I read to you guys was from Instagram. Somebody did the post, and they have comments up under their post, of course. And somebody said people are quitting because the benefits ain't benefiting.
They ain't. Like, we want you to work 40 hours a week. We ain't gonna give you no sick time, your vacation. Like, it's just like
that's you asking too much.
You asking too much.
Yeah. This one said these folks are not working for no $13 an hour, boo. Those are big facts.
Big facts. What you gonna do with $13 an hour?
No, not when rent nowadays. Oh,
let's talk about that. Where we live, I don't know what's going on.
I saw a post the other day that said a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment in Miami, and it showed this apartment. Now, I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if the city of Miami is really doing people this greasy. The post could have been made up, but I feel like it's still probably a little bit accurate. 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, $1,500 a month. And the apartment was shitty.
No. I mean, look here. They charging like you ain't got to go to Florida, Miami. I mean, look where we live at.
Yeah,
like, they act like we didn't grow up in this city. I know the hood,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I ride by the hood every day. I'm not
exactly. We are from here. That makes a big difference.
$1,800 to live in the hood.
Yo, that makes a big difference when you live in the city and you've been here. We've been knew that was the hood, and now y'all are charging ridiculous ass prices for houses that is essentially still the hood. I understand you painted the house.
Like chalk line, outline hood. Like,
correct, and put some shutters on the shit.
still
But
ain't no grass in the front yard. I don't know what's up with the grass. Like, buy a seed, you know?
shutters do not make for a $80,000 home. Like, bro, where you get your shutters from? But that
Bruh,
does
your
not
shutter
work.
game tight.
Yeah, it made your home increase in value. It has to be the shutters. But either way it goes, yeah, that's
The
not
cost of
working.
living is going up. And then we're not talking about inflation. Let's talk about gas. You know, it's like everything going up but my pay. Everything going up but my pay.
Pretty much. So this person commented and said everyone became an influencer.
I was thinking that.
Oh, that's a good
But
comment.
I ain't mad at them. Because you know
No,
what?
absolutely
What I
not.
just say, I watch people start their channels and hey, do you?
Right. Like the people on Instagram with the blue check marks. You know, I'm old school. Like I not even old school. I'm just middle aged. So with the blue check marks, I'll be like, okay.
I don't know you.
Still, yay.
Like, I don't know you.
But I guess if they getting blue check marks, they probably getting a check. They probably getting some type of money.
I don't know. I think it goes by, you know, if you got a lot of followers. Because think about it. How often do you see a commercial? Because we in a day and age of on demand. It's on demand everything.
Oh yeah,
Netflix,
most definitely.
Everything, like we watch Ultimatum. We ain't have to watch not Nan.
No,
not Nan.
yeah, because
check that out.
we pay for Hulu without the commercial.
Right. Right.
Yes.
So because of that,
uh-huh,
advertisers have to find new ways to market. So it's part of marketing. If you got
the influencers,
yes, if you got 1 million followers,
okay,
and I can get you to back my product, I'm reaching 1 million people.
Very true.
I don't have to worry about
having commercials like they used to on TV.
For that you can skip or you can bypass commercials. Or
yeah.
I mean, all the people that watch commercials are people that's watching like live TV.
Right.
And
I wonder
the odds of that. I'm like, who's still watching live TV? Like my mom. I mean, of course,
yeah, of course. Yeah. My parents still are paying for
that's
regular
what it is.
TV.
So it's like it's a way of advertising.
I said regular TV. What's it called? Cable? That's what it's called, right? Cable.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yo,
that's so strange that we had to think about it. I heard myself say regular TV, and I was like, that don't sound right. I think it's cable. Yeah, because with us, as long as you got Wi-Fi.
Only place I see commercials is YouTube.
Yeah,
that's
most definitely.
So, or brand ambassadors.
True. Okay, so a couple of people are commenting and saying basically that they need to raise minimum wage.
Exactly, and cut these student loans.
Hopefully.
Like, why am I going? I got $80,000 of student loans, but you want me to work for $1,350?
No.
I think
$80,000 of student loans, and I'm not working in my field.
Exactly.
And you want me to pay the student loans back, and you want to raise the price of everything in the country. It's no. It don't work. The math
it make sense.
Yeah, the math is not mathing, unfortunately. Somebody commented and said, I just put my 2 weeks notice in today.
Well, go ahead then.
Right. I can't. These jobs still playing hard to get though. Now that's a true statement.
That is true.
Which I'm glad that we read that comment, because how are there 11.5 million jobs available? And I personally know people who have been out applying for jobs and get them.
That's a good question. I know people with degrees. I'm like, God, you can't get a job with a degree.
Right. So where are these 11.5 million jobs at? Somebody fudging the numbers. Gotta be. I understand that they said it was the job openings and labor turnover. I'm assuming that's some type of division. And the Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is where they get the numbers from. I ain't never heard of the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Me either.
That's interesting.
Unless all these companies lie so they can get a check. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, and you know what? That is a very strong possibility as well.
Like people are not here getting this stimulus and buying Ferraris.
Oh yeah, and them PPP loans, them shits got people caught all the way the heck up. I just went to work.
That's all I did.
Yeah, I just showed up.
Thank God.
But again though, it goes to what we were saying. It depends on your work ethic. You know, if you, I'm not saying these 4.5 million people who quit did not have a good work ethic. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the way I work, I'll just go to work every day.
Man, I'm supposed to be like, if you let me get my foot in the door,
At
I excel at everything I do.
Oh yeah, most
I'm at the
definitely.
top of everything that I do.
Yeah.
Everything I do, I'm at the top of. So,
And do you have a job? Your regular Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job? I be calling it plantation job. But do your plantation job stress you?
No.
My plantation job don't stress me either.
No.
And all I've ever known is work. I've been working since I was 13.
I was working out since I was 14. That's all I've ever known.
That's all I've ever known. 2 military parents every morning.
Well, I want stuff.
So,
I
that part.
Right.
I want to be able to buy what's in my Amazon cart.
Exactly.
All the time.
Right. And I ain't got time to wait on nobody else to get it for me.
Oh no. And I don't want to ask nobody to get it for me. I'm good. I'm a big girl. I can do it.
Yeah, I'm grown.
Yeah. But maybe that's how the people who quit the jobs and go and start their own businesses, maybe that's kind of similar to their mindset. Like, you know what? I can do this on my own. Yeah. I got this. I've got in me to where I don't have to report to somebody.
And maybe it pushed them. Like sometimes when you're forced to do, so like during the pandemic when daycares were closing, if you ain't had nobody to watch your kid, you had to stay at home.
Correct.
So then you have to become creative.
Yes.
So how am I gonna make ends meet? I mean, I have to meet. When I lost my husband, I mean, I had to come up with ways to supplement that income. So you know what? I got on my hustle. Like, what can I do? What talents do I have?
Absolutely. Because we all have them.
Right. We all have them. So what can I do as a side hustle? For some people, it's cooking. They out here slinging plates, pulling up in your parking lot, popping trunks. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they do. But
they was doing something.
Yes. One of the girls, actually, you put me on to her. I don't know her now. I want to get it wrong. Something Discovery Jewelry. Anyway, she made jewelry. Yeah. And she made me a fire.
San Francisco
49er bracelet.
Yeah. You know what? I have so many of her bracelets that it's crazy. So we should give her a shout out.
Let's give her a shout out.
While we're talking about her real quick.
That's amazing talent. And you start doing these side hustles of your talent. I mean.
All right. So the lady that we're talking about who makes these amazing bracelets that I have. Sold out. Always. I mean, her jewelry is beautiful. So her name on Instagram is Discovery Design. Okay, I was close. Wait, they're not gonna hear me. Discovery Design. Design is spelled Dezine jewelry. Discovery Design jewelry. Go take a look at her bracelets, yo. Like, they're amazing. During the pandemic, I definitely spent a lot of bread with her. I don't even want to go and look at my Cash App and look at how much money I sent her. You talk about support businesses. I got rows of bracelets in there because her bracelets are fire. It was worth it. Worth every penny.
Yes, every penny.
Look at this one. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm on her Instagram page.
Oh, man, it's amazing. Look here.
Oh, yeah. These Mother Day bracelets are fire. Oh, this was just posted 2 days ago.
Our bitch is probably sold out.
It probably is. That's okay. I'm gonna try to purchase something because she's awesome. She's
dope.
But yeah, people got started doing their own thing. She would be somebody wonderful to talk to see if she had a 9 to 5 plantation job before she started making these fire ass bracelets. Probably did.
You know, especially, look here. Like I said, when you find out new things, and then this the pandemic forced people to do stuff different. Like, I know people who started painting. Yeah. I even started painting.
Correct. You did.
Did a nice little thing. I started decorating. You see my vases?
Yes, very nice. Yeah. So you start discovering things about yourself. Yeah. Mainly because we kind of had the time. Because some of us were put in a position because you were in the office in your job before the pandemic hit, right? And then you started working from home?
I was at home before the pandemic. So
you already worked from home.
I already worked from home. So when it hit, it was nothing different for me. Nothing changed.
You was already at the crib.
Already at the crib.
All right. Well, I was in the office.
But I couldn't go nowhere. So after I get off work, instead of, going out to places,
you was just still in the house.
Just still in the house.
Yeah. I was in the office, and then of course we went remote, and that does cause you to discover things about yourself. Yeah. That because you got a little bit more time on your hands.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, still working, but I don't know. Maybe it's the quietness. For me, it was the quietness of being in my home and not being in the office because I live alone. So when I'm working, it's just me, my thoughts. I don't have to hear all the humbug and other people's talking,
office,
other people's conversations. And in being able to hear myself and hear my thoughts, I did discover a lot of different things about myself. So it was, an unfortunate time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of families have a lot of loss. My family had a lot of loss. But, when you try to look at the glasses being maybe half full, there were some things that were a blessing.
Definitely.
Out of the situation.
Definitely.
So.
Yeah, do something different. I mean, discover you.
Yeah. Like she said, though, I'm going to let her give you our email one more time. So if you are one of those people who did quit your job and maybe started a business and, or whatever it is that you do now to make money for yourself, we would like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Because I still got to go to work. I discovered some things about myself, but nothing that was like, quit your job. I don't know. I didn't really put anything into it because I still had to work.
Somebody said something, I don't know who it is, a long time ago. I think I heard it on a radio station, but it stuck with me, and it always sticks with me. That was like, you don't hate Mondays, you hate your job.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
And I was like, yo, because I mean, what's Monday ever done to anybody?
Nothing.
None. Will be at the top of the week.
I mean, it's just maybe because it's fresh off the weekend. So maybe people really do hate Mondays, or maybe it's a combination of both. I hate Mondays because I do got to go to work and we fresh off the weekend.
But if you're doing what you love, it ain't work.
That part.
Because think about it. We love this podcast.
We love this podcast.
And look, we've put in some hours.
We have.
But I'm always excited.
And like I usually say in the beginning when we're first coming on, I usually say what we're talking about tonight because it's always nighttime when we record. We work our regular plantation jobs, take care of our families, and then we get together and do the podcast. Like right now, it is after midnight. It is now Saturday, May 7th, 12 a.m.
Yep.
But that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Because we love it. It's not, I'm not tired.
No, not at all.
I might be tired when you hit stop. When this thing start recording. But as of right now, I'm here for it. Because I love this. I'm going to show up every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
And so it's different.
It is.
And it's a different type of tired when you grind it for yourself versus grinding for a CEO you ain't never seen before. You just see his little, his or her.
His or her, yes, correct.
His or her little ugly face at the bottom of your email. Like, we appreciate you, but what a check! Shout out to all the CEOs out there. Listen to your people. Don't stay up in the office and just take your manager's word for it. No, walk through the people. Take some time.
Definitely get to know the people that work.
Step up off that yacht.
Yeah. Damn, they on a yacht?
Step up off that yacht and come down through them rows, okay?
Yeah, most definitely. Learn your employees. It's a very important thing. I like that you just said don't take the manager's word for everything too. No. That's very important. I don't know if people actually think about that. No. But they think because they have certain things in place, this is how it should go. Mm-hmm. But
Undercover Bosses proved that it all. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know my company was ran like
that. Is such a good show. Undercover Bosses, that was such a good show. Is it still come on?
I think so.
Yeah, that was a dope show. That goes to show you right there that bosses definitely should be walking through their company. Like the big dogs.
Right.
Not the person you put in charge.
No.
The big dogs.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The name at the bottom of the email. The one that signed your check.
They could probably figure out why.
That's who need to walk down through here.
If they did, they could figure out why 4.5 million people are quitting their jobs.
Right, because y'all ask the wrong people. Y'all don't send surveys out to the people who's at the bottom. They don't want to keep your company running.
Yeah, very much so, for sure. It doesn't even, you know what? It is what it is. We are out of time. We thank y'all for joining us once again for another Let's Talk Tuesday.
We enjoyed it.
Always.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back.
Always.
Peace out, y'all. What's up, y'all? This is Azra,
And Theandra.
and we are back for part two of the Great Resignation. So, after we did our segment the other day talking about 4.5 Americans quitting their job in the month of March, we were only going to do like that 30-minute segment. But then afterwards, we watched the news, and on the news, it's a couple here in Huntsville.
Yes, if you didn't know, that's where we're coming from, live from Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville, shout out to H Town. Anyway, there's a couple here, and during the pandemic, they bought one monkey, and then since then, they've now acquired another monkey.
Yes. And they like literally turned their house into like a little monkey gym. And they're on TikTok because, they show their lives raising these monkeys.
They
And
got
so
they got a boy and a
a
girl,
boy and a girl. Mojo,
Mojo and Maya,
Maya.
Maya,
Mojo and Maya.
Mojo and Maya. And so they said that that's a full time job. It's taking care of monkeys.
Maybe
What?
one of them worked, but we don't know. But all I'm saying is they got second income.
Yeah, they get an income from their lives as being parents from monkeys because they got a bunch of TikTok followers. So we don't know if both of them worked before the pandemic.
Right?
We don't know what their status was, but we do know now that there's a stream of income coming in from having social media,
Right.
which is what people are doing.
Yes. Yes. That's what people are doing. Like people are branding themselves. And we were having a great discussion. I was like, I'm not ashamed to say I follow some YouTube channels, some YouTube couples, uh, and I watch them because I like watching them. And that's where we are. I mean, I think reality TV pretty much put it to a point where now you'll just follow a regular smegular Joe.
A regular person, yeah, like they don't have to be a celebrity
No,
because people are interesting. Period.
period. It's all your whatever your fancy is.
Yeah. So I got to thinking about social media, and the lady I am Tabitha Brown.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know her whole backstory, but she's a vegan cook,
Mhm.
and she started cooking on maybe her TikTok site, and now this lady is all over the place. She got a seasoning in the grocery store. She got a kids TV show, I do believe. Like all from recording herself cooking on a social media platform.
Man, you could
And
get
now her
paid
her bread is large.
because people will watch you eat
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
there are people
And
out
I'm not
there.
mad at you
Yeah, you're right.
because sometimes as a vegan, I want to watch somebody else eat some cheese
Because you can't.
because I can't. So I want to watch your face as you eat it. I'm like, yeah, it does. It does do that, don't it?
Wow. Okay, okay. And that's funny that you even brought that up because there's this lady on Instagram called her name is Eat Spicy with Tea, and she's a seafood eater. So she's
Hmm.
always eating crab legs and lobster tails. And she has a couple videos up where she fried the crab legs and the lobster tails in hot Takis, crunched them all up. That was
Uh
her
huh.
that was her batter. And so the lobster tails and the crab legs are blue and red, I guess, for the different color hot Takis. And she's got a huge following. And people just pretty much watch her eat seafood.
Yeah. There's some people like, I like to watch people eat seafood too because once again, I can't have it. So it's just like, it is what it is.
I will occasionally watch her eat seafood, generally just because I want some.
Right?
Like at that moment, like, dang, I would go for a crab boil right now. So, yeah, people are watching for different reasons that I've never had to think about that. But yeah, occasionally I will watch her, and it's generally when I'm in the mood for seafood, but
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Right. It's just I don't know what it is. I didn't know I was gonna be that type of person that would get fulfillment out of watching somebody else eat. But hey, it is what it is. Like these people are
And so
finding ways to make ends meet.
make and entertain us at the same
Yes.
time. So I mean, you should be paid for your entertainment. I do believe some people are paid a lot for their entertainment, but I will not even go on that tangent about just the amount of money that like sports industries pay their players. Like that's a lot of freaking money.
I know, I love sports.
I know you do, and I won't talk bad about the NFL, but
Please don't.
I won't. But that's a lot of they get paid a lot of money. And
Yes.
I understand they're putting themselves at jeopardy. See, didn't I say I didn't want to go
I
on my
know, but we
tangent?
here.
No, I said I didn't want to go on my tangent. I understand they're putting themselves in jeopardy with the hits and all of that other stuff, but that's a conscious choice compared to the fact that people in the military are not making that type of bread.
But let me tell you,
Tell me.
let me tell you,
Tell me.
let me tell you,
Yeah.
in order for them to be paid that much money,
Yeah.
you know what that says?
What?
Whoever paying them, whoever is paying them has that in the budget
To pay them.
to pay them.
So it's the government's fault that the military doesn't get paid the way that they probably should get paid. The military, teachers, firefighters, police officers. Like I feel like there's so many professions that are underpaid compared to people who play sports. I don't know. That's it. I don't
Because
know. I'm
that's
not trying
because
to.
people that's what people consumers spend their money. If there wasn't a market for the NFL, if there wasn't a market for because think about it, that's the same thing saying, you got celebrities to get paid millions of dollars to star in a movie.
I mean, they do.
It's because the demand is there. They're not pulling money out of a hat. It's because the demand is there. It's
Mm.
so
I mean, but the demand is there for teachers. The demand is there for firefighters. Let your house catch on fire and ain't no firefighters show up to work.
that is true, but
A quarterback can't put your fire
but
out.
those are mostly funded by the states or the government. It's
I
not
mean,
like
this is
it's not
true. They
like
need to get their money up.
yeah, it's not
So
like the firefighters out here, uh they get they're funded.
right.
And
I
so
just
where consumers spend their money, like think about it, the makeup or hair and makeup industry is like $1 billion industry.
I mean, very true.
So it's like they got $1 billion to work with. So
I know, I know. I like I said, probably shouldn't have got on the tangent, but it does. It kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. It does. Just knowing that there are teachers out there who come out of their pocket to make sure to help aid in other people's children's education.
I agree. I mean,
We know a teacher right
I
here
know a
in
few
Huntsville.
teachers
Yeah,
that
and
are underpaid, undervalued, and underappreciated.
yeah, and she goes all out. I've watched her year in, year out. Talk about Nisha. Year in, year out, I've seen her come out of her own pocket to make sure that her classroom is set up to where her kids can get all that they can while they're there. And she not making $1 million.
No.
I don't know. I just think that's wrong. But whatever. Shout out to the NFL. Shout out to the NBA with
Shout
all
out to
your
Hollywood.
money.
Hey.
But shout out to these school teachers and these firefighters and these police officers and these construction workers, like all the people that we righteously really need. Football is entertaining, basketball is entertaining, but could the world survive without it? Absolutely. Can the world survive without firefighters, teachers, nurses, doctors? I don't know. Doctors make a little bit of bread. I'm gonna rewind it back.
I mean, we need health, unless you want to be out here,
I'm just saying that's exactly what I'm
chewing bark
saying.
and roots and hoping, back in the day, that's
See,
why I love Westerners. You get shot, they just pack it with some mud, They didn't wonder why nobody lived over 30, but I'm just saying.
exactly. So we need these people, and I
But
told
some
you
people may feel like they need those same people that you're naming. They are
right.
in high stress jobs. These are probably the people that need the NFL to get a break away from their mundane. That need these movies. Do you feel what I'm saying? It's
No
like
doubt, no doubt.
it's all.
They need the high paid actors, the Brad Pitts, the Denzel Washingtons of the world, the Samuel L. Jacksons of the world. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I think it is what it is. I don't
Well, shout out to their craft. Their craft is making them money. I'm not hating on their craft. I'm not hating
I didn't make the
on.
rules. I just live here.
I know you do. Me too, boo. Yeah, and I'm definitely not hating on them.
I
It's
get it.
just a sense of compassion for the other
Yeah.
that is vitally important, that does not receive the funds that they should for the tasks that they perform.
Right, that's true. And which,
So,
I mean,
and that's not the NFL's fault. I'm not saying that. It's not
no,
the
and a lot of the
NBA's
players
fault.
do,
Yeah,
donate and do
it's
all those things. But I get what you're saying. I
yeah,
understand.
if they did more, that would probably make me happy. If they did more, because again, you millions and millions and millions of dollars, them daggum signing bonuses, bruh. Okay, could feed a village, but I digress.
I mean, it could, but then it's like I ain't mad at them. Like that shows success. Like what you do with your money is your business,
I mean, oh yeah, absolutely.
and
I That's why I said they could do more. I definitely don't want
and
to
it just
tell them
depends
what
too.
to do
Like
with their business.
I don't.
That's just the compassion
I
in
feel
me.
you, and they may do.
If you had millions of dollars, I already know your heart, so I already know in what areas that you would sow a seed in.
In other words, shout out to those people. What it is, they don't give the proper time and exposure to some of the things that the NFL players do.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Because
I
there are
think
some
that's
that
right.
do
They do a
that
lot. And
give, yes.
if you, and the only reason you know about it, you have to follow not only your team, but you have to follow those players. And you really have to be, like, like almost internet stalking to realize, because a lot of philanthropy is not put out there. But
Exactly.
yeah, I get it,
You have to be up in their business, and here I am. It's none of my business what they do, but hence the segment.
Right. It's none of our business,
It's none of our business. I
Uh,
just, again,
I,
a little weepy eyed.
little weepy eyed.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed that, the things like I didn't know that I don't want to be pranked ever. Like I don't do that because I don't play. I'm just saying I don't play, so but I do like to watch people get pranked, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things that I like about YouTube is watching these couples prank each other. Like I said, once again, I don't ever want to be pranked because I don't play,
Right.
but I like it. So it's just like you never know what you find interesting until it's
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. There's an audience for that. There's an audience for
It's audience for
Oh
everything.
yeah, there's definitely an audience for everything. Shout out to all the different people with their likes and their dislikes.
Finding your audience, finding your niche. Come on,
But
do
yeah,
it big then.
there are a few different avenues that I do see people taking as far as generating income in their homes, whether it's a
And we
second
forgot a
line of
big movement.
income,
Now
huh?
that we're gonna go off into it, but we named YouTube, we named Twitter. You had OnlyFans. You had a lot of things where people could self promote themselves. So
This is true, and people started doing that.
yes,
Like I went to go trademark some of the things for us
come on, trademark.
that we want to trademark, and they were saying online that the trademark process is taking much longer because so many people in 2021 registered trademarks and or patents.
Come on.
So it went from like maybe a 30-60 day process to now a 7th month process, because that's how behind they are, because people are steadily registering and creating their brands, which is awesome. Know your freaking worth, know your value. I wonder if that is what the NFL players are saying. My worth is
It's
worth
exactly
millions of dollars.
because I'm bringing you billions.
No doubt. See, there's always a way to look at things. I love our discussions.
I do too.
Yeah.
When you go to a stadium, you go in there and try to buy a beer. One bottle of beer might be $25. You're like, my God. That's why the party happens out in the the tailgate because
right.
but it is what it is.
$25.
And then if you follow like CTE, shout out. We did a podcast about the slap heard around the world. But one of the movies we didn't mention was the movie that I believe Will Smith played in about the impacts of CTE.
That was a really
that was a
good,
really good
yeah.
movie. So it's like they know their worth.
Absolutely.
So
No, yeah,
you
most
know,
definitely. They
but
do risk their lives for to entertain us. They risk their lives to entertain us. They risk their lives to also make money for themselves.
and they be
So
looking good out there in them uniforms. Shout
it's
out
it's a win-win.
to the uniform swag. Okay.
Okay, at least you just shouted out the uniforms. I really thought you were specifically going to shout out the 49ers. Because I never know with you. I know that's your team.
That's my team, but
You just the uniforms in general of the football players.
yes,
Yes.
come
Okay.
on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I will. I mean, I do like a little football.
I know it's like pure aggression on the field. Like
Yeah, most
I love it.
definitely.
We're not gonna get into it. But so yeah, these people are doing amazing things. Like I say, it's a 7 month wait now. 2 weeks went to 7 months.
Yeah, creating their own brand, setting themselves apart.
Speaking of creating own brands,
Yes, ma'am.
so like Rihanna, she make music, right?
Correct.
She hadn't made an album in a minute. You know why?
Yes, I do.
Because she has created
Tell them.
herself a brand.
Yeah, and folks know that. Shout out to Fenty. Like
Yes.
in all
Come
aspects
on,
of it.
Black Woman Magic.
Yeah, definitely love me some Rihanna, and I love her Fenty products. I got a bathroom full of facial toners. That water is fire. Yeah, love her products.
Yeah, she could have been just, but see, I like that. She wasn't contenting just
Staying in the
being in the
music
studio
lane.
or, here I am going to tour and do all that, which when the pandemic hit, guess what got shut down?
Touring.
Touring, because
Yeah,
we couldn't gather
we could not gather exactly
as
so
people.
yeah.
So she had something else to fall back on. So I love how um that she just wasn't complacent. She was like, no, there's more to me than,
Exactly.
music. And
Yeah. Now she got this face mask. Every time I see it, I'm like, please, I need to get myself to Sephora. And then now not only is she was exclusively in Sephora, but now she's also in Ulta. And Ulta is my
she's doing a happy dance. You can't see
me
her.
dancing, but Ulta is my happy place. So yeah, shout out to them too. So yeah, like you're saying, they're expanding. They have a brand, and from that, they create other avenues of income based off of one thing, one brand, Rihanna, music, makeup. She's got the lingerie for the ladies.
Right. The spicy, keep it spicy.
I mean,
Um, and if you did not know,
mm-hmm,
what the pandemic taught you is I need multiple streams of income.
correct.
I need multiple rivers feeding the lake of my pockets.
Exactly.
Because if one stream dry up,
Yeah,
you need other rivers so your lake won't dry up.
correct. Because if you were a waiter or a waitress or a cook in a restaurant when the pandemic, excuse me, first kicked off, restaurants wasn't open.
Right. And some of them closed. So some of them, the pandemic was tough on, some small business owners.
Yeah, you mean closed completely, like
Like
never
closed
open back
completely,
up.
never open
Yes,
back up.
absolutely. Look how many closed here in our city.
Golden Corral.
I knew you was gonna say Golden Corral. I never ate there not one time, but how did I know you was gonna say Golden Corral? Yeah, and they wasn't even here that long.
No.
They had recently kind of sort of just opened, and then the pandemic happened, and no more buffet.
Right.
Which I find
Community
doesn't,
eating.
it doesn't make me happy. This shaking of my head is
it's the plates for me.
I don't like buffets.
I don't like community plates and community forks and spoons. I'm a plasticware chick.
Nah, I don't want you.
So we can do a fancy restaurant.
Don't have
but
my
you best
food
believe
out
I'm
in
gonna
the
be like,
open.
do you got any plasticware?
Yeah,
because
I don't want my food out in the open with them little heating lamps over the top of them. Like, no, can you just cook my food to order and bring it to the table?
Oh, you like it fresh?
I don't like buffet style food. Sorry. You see how it's bothering me? Now we even talking about it got me rocking in my chair. So sorry, Golden Corral, because yeah, they didn't make it.
Yeah. So
And then we had a lot of restaurants that were coming to the city that were supposed to open, and because of the pandemic, they still just got the signs on the building, and
that is true.
And they still haven't opened.
That is true.
We were supposed to have a few different seafood spots that were supposed to come here, and you can drive past the buildings and see the signs on them, And on the window, they got coming soon, but they've been coming soon for like the last year and a half.
What's that donut joint on the Parkway? Was it Castle Donuts? It's been coming soon for the past like 10 years. It's been a minute.
Dang.
It's
I gotta ride
You
past.
got to ride
I gotta
by. It's over
ride
there on
past.
the
Now I'm
Parkway.
intrigued.
I think it's where the old
Sharks used to be.
no, it's on down. It's where, in between the funeral home over in that area.
I don't know, but our listeners don't know either. So
No, they don't.
we're gonna
We're
figure it
gonna
out.
we'll figure it
Well,
out. But yeah,
sorry, but it's a donut place.
it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like because of things like that, people had to kind of reinvent themselves. They had to reach deep down and see what was in them.
Yeah, they had to reach down and pull out their inner hustler.
Everybody's got it.
Everybody.
You just got to tap into it.
You just got to tap into it. It's different hustles. You got people that hustle beats. You got people that hustle, makeup. You got people that hustle themselves. They become influencers. Like, hey, I'm charismatic. Let me go out here. I'm not mad at them.
Shout out to all the eyebrow and lash technicians now. I love me some lashes and I love some fire ass eyebrows. I'm sorry, I do. Like that is my. I look at old pictures of myself before, and I'm like, man, wish I've been doing my eyebrows like this all along. I'm an eyebrow person.
Gotcha.
Eyebrows and lashes, yeah. Because I don't wear makeup. You don't wear makeup, but I feel like if my eyebrows are done and my lashes are good, whether it's via mascara, I don't always have to have lashes on my face, but I do gotta bring them to attention.
Accentuate what you
Yeah,
have.
because they real light. But yeah, eyebrows and mascara, that's it. And some earrings. Bloop, out the door.
Right.
Yeah. So shout out to all those ladies and gentlemen who have started dabbling in that, because I feel like for some women it does help complete the picture if you're not trying to walk out with a face full of makeup.
I know. I'm like, what I used to love to watch them people do like their makeup. They be like, this took me an hour 45 minutes. I'm like, I ain't got that
I
time.
don't have
Like,
an hour and 45 minutes. Absolutely not. I need to be able to do my eyebrows in like 5 minutes. I need to be able to either just put on some mascara or wear lashes that's going to last me at least a week.
Right. Because I don't.
Shout out to my lash technician, Drea. Love you so much. She keep my lashes fresh. I love them.
Shout out to Drea. All right.
Yeah, that's
So,
my thing. I just need those two things and I'm good. So yeah, there's a lot of people who have just reached in and found things about themselves that they see that people like and will pay for.
right. And it's just being them, or most of them. But when you could be your authentic self
Yeah,
and reach people or offer a product or service and reach people, I think that's an amazing thing. I
absolutely.
mean, there's YouTube videos of people combing hair because of the sound. What is this? ASS, uh,
ASR?
ASMR. That's what it is.
Is it
A-
ASMR?
yeah,
Yo, our daughters would so be so disappointed
they
in
would.
us.
ASAMR or something like that. I don't know.
I don't think it's ASMR.
No, I think it's ASMR.
I think it's ASMR, right? We should
Yeah.
look. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like how baby girl, my baby, she goes to sleep at night, like every night for years.
Yep, ASMR, sleep.
Yeah, listening to rain music or a rain stick. She just likes that rain stick noise. And yeah, that's a thing now. And people have made money.
Yeah, 5.2 million views of somebody taking lipstick and rubbing it across a microphone.
Lipstick across a microphone? Yo,
Because of the sound.
5.2 million views.
Yes. Somebody combed a mannequin head and I was curious and I clicked on it. And the sound was soothing. And it was like 3 hours. And it was just to hear the comb go through the hair, the sound that it made. I was like, that is relaxing. Like, but
Wow.
who would have thunk it?
I wonder how they discovered that. I wonder how they discovered combing a mannequin's hair is something that would attract people. Yo, people are dope. People are assholes, but people are also dope as shit. Like, how do you find that in yourself to just be like, you know what? This is it.
What's even more dope? That you find 5 million people that want to listen to it. Like, I think that's amazing.
Correct.
Like I think I like embrace your weird proclivities. You
Yeah.
know,
I'll take it. I'm okay with
I'm
that.
okay with it.
Yeah.
I know I'll probably come off as weird to some people. I don't care.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it at all. That's what
Yeah,
makes me me. I'm unique. It is what it is.
very much so. That's what's up. Well, like I said, we just wanted to come back because after we did the first segment, it just, I mean, as soon as we finished and turned on the TV, there it was on the news about the monkeys and how, this couple, their time, their dedication is to these boys and girl monkeys, and they're wearing clothes, and they got, homes, little monkey homes, and just different stuff. And they got followers who are all about Maya and what was it, Mojo?
Yep, Maya and Mojo.
Yeah, which is dope. So yeah, shout out to all the people who discovered things about themselves during the pandemic or even like before the pandemic, and because of the pandemic it pushed you to finally start doing that thing that you always wanted to do but just never did.
Right. Shout out to stepping out. You know.
Shout out to stepping out. Yes, I like that. Okay, we come up with the little phrases. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, stepping out on faith for sure. Like, don't be concerned about if people are going to like it, because what they say, if you build it, they
They
will
will
come.
come.
Yeah, just do your thing. Somebody out there is gonna like it because 5 million people listen to a mannequin get their hair combed. Somebody's gonna like it.
Yeah. So if it's on your mind, do it.
Yeah, because clearly a 30-day registration for a trademark is now 7 months. So clearly people are stepping out.
And I'm here for it.
Me too.
I can't wait to see the new entrepreneurs and business starters. Congratulations.
Yeah, already. Yeah, just believe in yourself and keep going.
Hey, yeah.
Because here we are doing a podcast. Who would have thunk it?
I know, right? But we
We
should
just,
say it all the time.
yeah, we just
Like our
talked about it.
conversations, we could talk for hours, literally hours, back and
Correct.
forth about random topics.
Stupid stuff. And we enjoy it. So we figured, you know what? Other people may enjoy it. If you do, we appreciate it. So subscribe, like, and review.
Yep, subscribe, rate, and review.
Subscribe, rate, and review. Slowly but surely, big things popping.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Just again, do your thing. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you have a heart for, that you have a desire for. Don't worry about if other people are doing it. Can't nobody do it like you. So just do that.